How's everyone doing? Okay, that was a lovely introduction, and I have had two sessions before this, so I hope everybody's awake and alive and kicking. Can I see a wave of hands from everyone? Yes? Say ooh! I'm actually a couples therapist. I'm also a parenting educator. My job here today is to actually shock you. Are you ready to be shocked? No? Say yes! Okay. One of the things that I notice in my couple therapy sessions with a lot of couples is that we just don't want to focus on our couple relationship. We become mommies and daddies, and we become career professionals, and we just want to focus on our careers and our ghargrasti and our bachas and everything but our couple relationship, right? So today I want all of us to focus on our couple relationship. I'm going to be talking a little bit about um, these things, and I want you to all shout with me when I call out certain words, and I want to see if you are able to say those words. Are you ready? Okay. Are you able to say intimacy? Intimacy. Are you able to say love? Love. Are you able to say friendship? Are you able to say spouse? Spouse. Are you able to say sex? Sex. Woo! Say sex. Sex. You know what surprises me most about couple relationships? In my couple therapy sessions, when couples come, sex is the one thing they're not able to talk with each other about. Do you know that experience? We'll learn today. Don't worry, we'll learn today. Okay. Now, think about your partner for a minute, whether you're in a live-in or you're newly married or you've been married for 5 years or you've been married for 10 years or 15 years. Think about your partner. Why are you laughing? Now, how many of you, through a raise of hands, how many of you already know कि किसी situation में वो क्या बोलेंगे, क्या करेंगे? How many of you already know? Most of you. Most of you, पता है क्या बोलेगा ये? मुझे पता है. Yes? Today we're going to change that. Why? Because we are going to learn to lead with curiosity. Now I'm going to throw a lot of concepts set out at you today. From today's session, if you just have one takeaway, just one, you learn many things, but just one takeaway, I would consider this session a success. Okay? So the problem is, the trap that we fall into is that we stop looking at our partners with a lot of curiosity. We start looking at them with a lot of certainty. मुझे पता है what will happen. If I say this, he'll say this. If I do this, he'll do this. मेरी mother-in-law आएंगी, वो ये बोलेंगी. Then my husband will say this. We all know that, right? Okay. But research shows us that actually certainty kills curiosity in relationships. And when we approach our relationships with a lot of curiosity, we have a lot of amazing everything. We are able to fashion a much stronger and a much healthier relationship. Okay, so let's get into it. We are going to learn that curiosity trumps certainty, but how? In research, there is this concept called bids for connection. अब bids for connection क्या होता है? Imagine that you are saying something to your partner. There are one of three ways in which he can respond to you. So let me give you an example. Suppose you're standing by the window. Maybe you're just looking out, or maybe you're just cleaning the window. Your partner is sitting on the couch. Maybe he's scrolling through his phone. You say, "Arey, kitni sundar chidiya hai. Such a colorful bird." There are one of three ways in which your partner can respond. Response number one. He looks up and he says, "Huh, it's very unique. Do you know the name?" And you're like, no, not really, but let's look it up. Response number one, he turns towards you. He turns towards your bid for connection. You're inviting him for something very small into your inner world, and he turns towards you. This is known as turning towards. Response number two, he's scrolling his phone and he barely even looks up and he says, This is called turning away. He refuses to engage with your inner world, turning away from your bid for connection. And the most dangerous of all, response number three, he looks up from his phone, he's like, bird, चिड़िया, चिड़िया देख रही है, क्या पागलों की तरह चिड़िया देखती रहती है, हट. This is known as turning against. Turning against. You made a bid for connection. Anything that we say, do throughout the day is a bid for connection, is an invitation for our partner to turn towards us and enter our inner world. And there are one of these three ways in which you can respond to your partner or your partner can respond to you. Now, research shows us this. Research shows that the more we turn towards our partner, the more we accept their bid for connection, the more our relationship, the more stronger our relationship is, the happier we are, the healthier we are. But what happens? What did Namita tell us about? We are carrying so much mental load. At any point of time, there is just so much going on that we miss a lot of these bits for connection from our partner, not deliberately, but it's just that we're juggling so much, right? So today, we are going to make a conscious effort of turning towards our partner's bid for connection. How many of you are with me? How many of you will turn towards your partner? Okay. How many of you will turn against? Everybody is like, I want to, but... Okay. All right. Okay. So, this is just an example. I'll quickly go over it. Your partner, or you say that, Arey, Bangalore ka traffic kitna kharab tha. Just a comment. You're probably not even expecting a response. But if you respond, if your partner responds to you with certainty, you'll be like, Arey, jaldi nikla kar. Itna late kyun करती? Makeup में इतना time क्यों लगाती है? Right? Or they can say, oh really? Tell me more. क्या हुआ आज? आज कहीं ज़्यादा traffic था. So you can respond with certainty, right? Or you can respond with a lot of curiosity to your partner. Same thing. Obviously, after 18 years of marriage, 10 years of marriage, even 20 years of marriage, even 5 years of marriage, you are much more likely to respond with certainty. But today we are learning that responding with curiosity to our partner, right, does a lot of wonders. Now, I want all of you to take out your phone and message, I love you to your partner right now. Right now, everyone does that. You don't want to send? Because he'll respond with, अरे कहाँ पे है, क्या कर रही है, क्या हो रहा है, तुम तो मॉम पावर कॉन्फ्रेंस में गए थे, क्या हो रहा है ये? Everyone take out your phone and message, I love you. Okay, not to your partner, to somebody else you want to message. All right, this is a colorful bunch. This is a very colorful bunch. Did not expect that. Okay. So the idea is that we respond to our partner's bids with a lot of turning towards them and with a lot of curiosity. Are you with me? Yes. Awesome. Okay. So one of the ways we can do that is, and I find this missing in a lot of couples. I know this is the most common thing. It's a no-brainer thing. At the end of the day, we sit together and we just talk about our day. Not transactional conversations. Don't just talk about bijli ka bill, bacche ka school fee. Don't just talk about transactional stuff. At the end of the day, I recommend to all the couples to sit together and to share their thoughts and feelings. Thoughts and feelings? मतलब क्या मैडम? क्या मतलब आपका? What do you mean by thoughts and feelings? अरे पूरे दिन की अपनी बात करो, give a download of your day to your partner, talk about, आपके मैनेजर ने क्या बोला, या ऑफिस में क्या हुआ, या दिन में क्या हुआ आपके साथ. Talk about that. Really? Will that help us get closer? It can. Why? How many of you do this with your partners? A lot of you already do this. Okay, what if you say, मेरा मैनेजर मेरा रिव्यू खराब कर दिया उसने? And this is actually what happened to me, by the way. My husband is right here. You can ask him for proof. मेरा है ना मैनेजर बहुत, अब मैं यहाँ पे स्टेज पे गालियाँ नहीं दे सकती, बट मेरा मैनेजर उसने ना मेरा रिव्यू खराब कर दिया. And my husband, my dear husband remarks, तुमने भी तो ज़्यादा मेहनत नहीं करी थी. And I was filled with anger and I was like, I don't want you to problem solve for me. मुझे पता है, but I don't want you to tell me the truth. So there are again 3 things that my husband and all your partners can ask you. This is known as the 3H method. Do you want to be hugged? Do you want to be heard? Or do you want to be helped? What do you want, Baba? Janiman, what do you want? Heard. And imagine if my husband had asked me, Meghna, do you want to be heard or hugged or helped? I would not have said in that moment, I want to be helped. Because मुझे पता है मेरे को अपनी help कैसे करनी है. I just have to bloody work hard at my report. Right? So maybe at some point of time I want to be helped by him. Maybe sometimes I just want a hug. And sometimes I just want to vent without him giving me solutions and suggestions. And I'm so smart, dekho. I'm the CEO of Flybury, by the way. You'll probably get some Flybury goodies today. Right? Yeah, we don't want that a lot of the times. So this is my number one strategy to a lot of couples before you even go into a conversation. Sometimes a sensitive conversation. It always helps, because we're not mind readers. Are we mind readers? I'm a psychologist, I'm still not a mind reader. It always helps to ask your partner, do you want to be helped? Do you want to be hugged? Or do you simply want to be heard? Or all three? Can we want all three? Is it legit? Yes, exactly. So, we are now going to talk about intimacy. This is the last section. I won't take much time. But what do you understand by the term intimacy? What is intimacy? Comfort. Close conversations. Absolutely. Sex कोई नहीं बोल रहा. अभी तो बुलवाया था, फिर भी नहीं बोल रहा कोई. अभी तो बोला था, कोचिंग दी थी ना. बोलो. Thank you. Thank you. Feelings? Yes. Yes. Feeling safe. Very good. Emotional safety. What else? Strong connection? Huh? Trust? Being open? Satisfaction? What kind of satisfaction? Satisfaction. What kind of satisfaction? Massage? वाह क्या idea है. Okay, so actually research tells us that there are 5 kinds of intimacies. There is physical and sexual intimacy, there is emotional intimacy, there is experiential intimacy. Experiential intimacy basically means when we do things, anything together, small to big, right? There is intellectual intimacy. I'll explain all of these to you one by one. And of course, there is spiritual intimacy. And research tells us that normally most couples tend to focus on 1 or 2 types of intimacy. But we will be able to fashion a much stronger relationship if we are able to be mindful of all the kinds of intimacies. Okay, so let's begin with physical and sexual. Of course, you have a lot of ideas about this, massage and satisfaction and all of that. But I want to give you a few tips around this as a couples therapist today, because I think this is going to help all of us. So obviously, physical intimacy is nothing sexual. Physical intimacy is hugging and holding hands. When I ask couples, "Ab raat mein Netflix dekhte ho?" Everybody does. Okay, हाथ पकड़ के देखते हो? हग करके देखते हो? बच्चे होते हैं तो और भी अच्छी बात है ना. बच्चों के सामने तो और भी करना चाहिए. क्या बात कर रहे हो मैडम? क्या बात कर, हम इंडियंस हैं, हम ये सब नहीं करते. क्यों नहीं करते भाई? रिसर्च टेल्स अस कि द मोर फिजिकली अफेक्शनेट वी आर एज अ कपल, the more secure our kids feel. Not सब लोग कर रहे हैं. हाँ, करने के नाम. Right? How many of you, and this is very difficult, so maybe I will not ask you to raise your hands. It is very difficult sometimes to tell our own partner what we like in bed, what we like sexually. For that, we have to be in touch with our own bodies. For that, we have to be connected with our own bodies. Right? It's very difficult to find the right words to communicate this with our partner, but trust me, having these conversations is a game changer for your relationship. If you are able to be in touch with your own body and also be able to tell your partner, this is what I like when you do. Doesn't have to be always sexual. It can be just, you know what, I like it when you hold my hand in front of your parents. I told my husband that. He still doesn't. 18 years we've been married. He still doesn't hold my hands in front of his parents. He still doesn't. Respect to whom? किसकी respect हो रही है? किसकी respect हो रही है भाई? Respect. Okay. All right. So here are some tips for you to enhance your physical and your sexual intimacy. Kissing game. You kiss, you're watching TV. Okay, fine, your kids are not around. Fine, okay? And you decide on one random word. TV or tree. जब भी वो word आएगा, we will kiss. Whenever that word appears, whenever somebody says that word, we will kiss. Why are you all quiet? How many of you will try this? Very few. Okay, fine. Let's try another game. Blind date role play. How many of you do role plays? Very few people. Very few. No teacher, student, doctor, nurse. No role plays? हंसने के लिए सब तैयार है. अरे बताओ भाई. क्यों? Why? Not required only. Only massages are required. That's okay. Whatever floats your boat, honey. Whatever floats your boat. But yes, acting like strangers. And when I was doing this, last month in a group of 20 couples, I was doing this, talking about physical and sexual intimacy. And the guys got so excited. I'm sure if this room was full of men, they would be like jumping because they gave so many ideas for role plays that we filled a whole slide with it. So come on, women, you're no less. Come on. Yes, right? And the touch game. A lot of women are very hesitant about talking in bed. And so therefore, it's a very good idea to maybe just make a code word for when you like something that your partner is doing. Or you use a scale of 1 to 10. 10 being, I really like it. So suppose your partner is touching you, right? And you say 7, which means, I like this, but it can get better. Or if you say 2. So without offending him, you're guiding him, right? How many of you will use this? It's okay if you want to keep it a secret. It's okay. It's fine. Fine. All right. It's fine. Okay. Emotional intimacy. This is something we all want from our partners. Yes? What is emotional intimacy? All the stuff that was coming out. Trust and safety and open communication. Yes? Right? Okay. How many of you, honestly, and this is a homework that I give to all my couple clients, it sounds very simple, but trust me, nobody of the clients that I'm talking about, nobody actually does it. So when I introduce this exercise as homework, they're like, How many of you spend at least 15 minutes of your day talking to your partner? No mobile phones, no gadgets, no TV, no bathroom breaks, नहीं मुझे किचन में जाना है, नहीं मेरे को लैपटॉप पे प्रेजेंटेशन बनाना है, नहीं बच्चे का प्रोजेक्ट, nothing, no transactional conversations and no distractions. How many of you, just 15 minutes a day, spend time just focusing, your entire attention is focused on your partner, on each other? This is known as connection time. They're already ready to raise hands. हम तो करते हैं, हम बहुत अच्छे बच्चे हैं. Okay, so how many of you actually are able to do this with your partners? Very few. So I want all of you to go back and do this connection time exercise. उनको बोलना, अच्छा I love you message नहीं किया ना, so say we'll do connection time. Take out your phones and message to your partners. We'll do connection time tonight. What does it mean? 15 to 20 minutes of time where you're focusing on each other and sharing about your day, sharing about your thoughts and feelings. Really talking, not transactional stuff, because this is the first thing that gets lost, especially when kids come along. We are just so busy, and you know what Namita and even Abhishek were talking about, right? That we are just so busy pouring into others, we forget to pour into our couple relationship. So connection time is an excellent way to get back that connection. Yes? Are you all like fantasizing or messaging? What are you doing? What are you doing? Tell me honestly. Fantasizing what? Planning. क्या प्लान कर रहे हो भाई? इसमें प्लानिंग की क्या जरूरत है? मैसेज करो बस. प्लानिंग. इसका भी मेंटल लोड मत ले लेना अपने ऊपर. Right. And what do you do in this time? You talk about your day, you share your favorite memories. Who was talking about date night? I think Namita was talking about date night. Date night does not mean you have to go to a fancy restaurant and spend a lot of money. Date night means anything away from your routine without kids. Anything that breaks the monotony of your routine, even if it's getting ice cream and eating it in the balcony or whatever, right? Anything that breaks you out of your routine is something you must plan. And again, I'm going to quote research here. Research shows that couples who do date nights regularly have a much happier and stronger relationship. Right? Yes? Are you excited? Do you compliment your partner? Does he compliment you? Again, in couple therapy, when I give this homework, कि आप दोनों एक दूसरे को 5 compliments देंगे. The first reaction is every day. The first response is 5. ज़्यादा नहीं है. Every day, and they have to be different from the previous day. Yes, this is the first thing that happens in a long-term committed relationship or marriage. That you stop looking at your partner with fresh eyes. You kind of start taking them for granted, right? My husband makes the most amazing filter coffee, right? I should, he's sitting right here. I should thank him every day for it because his filter coffee is to die for, right? And he's a Tamilian and I'm not. I'm from Delhi. He gave me the Chasko filter coffee, can you imagine? So, giving 5 compliments to your partner daily and vice versa is another beautiful way of revving up your emotional intimacy. Okay? Then we have, of course, experiential intimacy. What does experiential intimacy means? Doing stuff together. Doing stuff together means we are attending festivals, concerts, cultural events, traveling together, something as small as doing a walk together, something as small as cooking together, just having a shared space, sharing an experience. Does watching Netflix count? Yes, but it depends on how you're watching Netflix. Are you watching lying down, sitting up? Nahin. Just because you're sitting on his lap and experiential intimacy points. Are? Okay, I'll give you that. You can sit on his lap and watch. That's fine. Lying down, it seems. Okay, how you're watching Netflix together means, is that counting as connection? Are you talking about stuff that you're watching? Or are you passively consuming it? Are you just talking about it? Maybe later, are you holding hands? Is that a space of connection? Or is just that two individuals, movie theater mein bhi to jate ho? To strangers ke saath movie dekhte ho? That's experiential intimacy? No, right? So don't do that with your partners, please. Do that in a space which makes you feel connected to them. Okay? Overcoming challenges, health issues, financial setbacks. We've reached a stage, my husband and I've reached a stage where we have old and ailing parents and we're constantly taking care of our parents, doing hospital visits and whatnot, right? And when he is with me, when I'm taking my mom to the hospital, even though he doesn't need to be, he gives me the driver in the car, but it just means a lot to me. When he is with me in that shared space. It means that he's telling me, you know what, this is important to you, so this is important for me. Right? Ab sab log note kar rahe hain. Okay, all right. So we have, I don't know what's, yes. So we have intellectual intimacy. I think this must be something that you all do. Watching movies together, reading books, listening to podcasts. Yes, and discussing it. But what will you do this is all about discussing ideas, sharing opinions. What will you do if your partner is a Modi bhakt and you're a Congress fan? Don't do it. Don't do it. No. So the idea is that when we are discussing our ideas and opinions, even if our views are divergent, even if our views are not syncing or not matching, that's fine, because the whole idea because you're not clones of each other, na? You will have different views. You will have different ideas. He might think कि मेरे parents are the best parents in the world, and you might not agree. And that's okay. Because the idea is that with intellectual intimacy, that you will have different ideas, and the idea is that you're just becoming, remember, more curious about their viewpoint. You're not saying कि I'm trying to change your mind and you're trying to change mine. We're just making space for different ideas, and that's it. We are agreeing to disagree respectfully. But we're also not saying कि you shut up. We're also not doing that. We're also not saying that, hey, I'm so close-minded that I can't even hear a divergent opinion. Right? So that is what intellectual intimacy is. If you attend a class or a workshop together, it's really cool. If you choose to read a book or watch a video and then discuss it later, that's intellectual intimacy. If you choose a philosophical question or an ethical dilemma to just debate upon. That's intellectual intimacy. Yes, and this is the last slide. Being spiritual intimacy does not mean being religious. Spiritual intimacy does not mean कि हम साथ में पूजा करें, even though that does also count. But it also is something higher, which means when you start talking about your values, this is again I find very surprising in my couple sessions when I speak to them. आपने अपने values के बारे में बात करी है. You know what are values, the shared life principles, your life principles. So as we're growing up, we have, our parents give us certain values. For example, my value could be hard work. My value could be creativity. My value could be fitness, for example, right? My partner may have a different set of values. And as I grow older, my values also might change. So my values are not the same like they were 18 years before, you know, when I got married. I'm constantly evolving and growing as a person. So this is another very good idea. When you go back home, you just have, and if you want, I can share a values exercise that I share with my clients. You can contact me on social media as well, or LinkedIn, or wherever, and I can share a beautiful values exercise. I'm done. Beautiful values exercise with you, which you can do with your partner, which you can do with yourself, and then together, and figure out where are we with regard to, well, which direction our life is going in, right? Okay, so yeah, that's it, we're done. Thank you so much. And how are you all feeling? Woo! Okay, cool, awesome. Okay, there's just one thing that Lakshmi asked me to do. Should I announce the... Yes? Okay. All right. So this is a joint venture with Mom Power and myself. And this is a experiential workshop, 1.5 hours experiential workshop that we're hosting in on 2nd November, which is a Sunday. So we will be talking a lot about why do I get so triggered by my husband, and why do I get so triggered by my kids, and what do I do about it? So the whole workshop is about getting to know about my triggers, a little bit of unmet needs work, a little bit of reparenting work. It is going to blow your socks off, I promise. This is the QR code. If you're interested, please register for it. Yes, I think... and you can come and talk to me about this more in detail. You can take a picture of it. You can scan this code and just register for it. Thank you so much.
Mom Power 360, an empowering community for moms just like you and me.